Now this is the 5th theory of SpongeBob conspiracy, where I researched SpongeBob episodes to find a story behind this highly humored TV show. Today I'll talk about Squidward the Depressed Fool. Today's episode is one of SpongeBob's scariest episodes ever made when we go back to season 1 episode 11, Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost. It's a very disturbing episode and has deep meanings that are haunting and jokes that go too far. To better understand why, let's take it from the top. So I think the episode Squidward the Unfriendly Ghost is addressing revenge and intensive pseudocide, which means to fake your death. The episode starts out with Squidward building a wax replica of himself, and all of a sudden, SpongeBob and Patrick throw a rock at his house. Squidward immediately starts to take a bath without finishing his wax sculpture. Patrick then throws a shell at Squidward's sculpture and tries to fix it when it suddenly melts. Squidward immediately walks in and sees SpongeBob and Patrick at the scene. Squidward is pale and has ghost-looking clothing. The real question is that, why is Squidward pale? Maybe it's powder, or maybe he's dead, or he's faking his death. We still don't know, but Squidward convinces SpongeBob and Patrick that he is dead just to get slavery as a revenge. When I search up why people take revenge, I see that people are motivated to seek revenge to harm someone who has harmed them, or when they feel attacked, mistreated, socially rejected. Squidward was mistreated many times in previous episodes and felt helpless to what he can do to stop them, so he probably staged this death to get his revenge. There is currently an article out there talking about pain of social rejection and how different people combat this situation. Many try to isolate themselves, which is exactly what Squidward is doing almost every episode, but faking death can also be caused by social rejection. Squidward goes way too far when he demands SpongeBob to make an elaborate song with a piece of tissue paper. SpongeBob is forced not to leave his spot until he plays his music.
Now play me an elaborate song with this.
But this is just a piece of tissue paper.
What I find ridiculous is that he doesn't even let SpongeBob sleep. SpongeBob then finds a book inside Squidward's house of the Flying Dutchman haunting the sea since he was not put to rest. Maybe the Flying Dutchman was in the same position as Squidward, as being a sad and easy annoyed creature that gets bullied by society. Eventually, SpongeBob realizes that he cannot take any more torture from Squidward and thinks he might turn out like the Flying Dutchman. So they decide to put him to rest, which basically means they're referring to a funeral for Squidward. They present Squidward to his coffin, which frightens the heck out of him. To make matters even worse, they put a grave outside his house and invite people to his funeral. Finally, Squidward comes clean and admits that he is not a ghost, but SpongeBob's perception leads him to think that Squidward is a ghost in denial. Patrick suddenly says that Squidward needs to get up to the great beyond. Upon searching the meaning of the great beyond, it means afterlife, which is very dark and scary. SpongeBob blows a bubble to carry Squidward up, and this ends the episode. I believe that this episode is very sad since it symbolizes the real death of Squidward. Imagine SpongeBob and Patrick accidentally killing Squidward in real life. If that were to happen, this episode would accurately portray Squidward's death. According to human psychology, we fake our death to either disappear from society or watch how people react to it. Clearly, Squidward could be faking his death for both reasons. He hates being part of society and would be curious to see how his friends and family would react. And by the way, SpongeBob and Patrick were more concerned of being killed by Squidward's ghost than feel bad for him. Did they secretly hate Squidward? Because that would make a lot of sense, since SpongeBob and Patrick realized that the day they annoyed Squidward a lot in the past, but were oblivious before this event. Maybe they hate him and annoyed him for pleasure and revenge. Another conspiracy is that where did the bubble take Squidward? At the end of the episode, we saw Squidward in the sky above water. Maybe Squidward was meant to go in the clouds. Or space. Okay, so also think about searching God and heaven on Google Images. You would see pictures of clouds. I did a Google search on heaven and came across pictures of cloudy areas. Well, SpongeBob was probably thinking Squidward would end up in heaven. Most SpongeBob episodes send you some sort of message, and the message here is that faking your death can leave in a sticky situation that may haunt you for eternity and become inevitable. And that's how the theory ends. With that being said, please check out my other theories where I uncover the meaning behind a character and an episode. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to never miss another video.